Hello everyone, Night Guy here with you. Thanks for joining us, thanks for watching. Today, doing some quick cut test on using the onikiri Shirasaya katana that I got here. Big fan of broadswords, but every now and then I like to go back to my roots, which my favorite original sword that got me into swords was definitely katanas. This one in particular, I just really love. I feel like you get such a good purchase on it, even though it has what I would consider to be a naked grip. Typically, I'm used to the format that has the wrap with the metal cap on the end, the Suba little ring guard. This has no hand protection really, but oddly enough, without that wrap, feels really good in the hands. This thing is nice and light. Sword is only over 2 pounds. So we're just gonna do some simple cut tests, just mainly bottles. I'm not gonna do anything on a sword that I would consider to be this fancy. No, this is not a fancy sword. It's only $50, a $50 blade. But there's more specs on it. I did a review, opening unboxing review, to get the full specs on it. Check that out. But just pretty much a standard katana. I like how it feels. I think it's gonna cut really well. I've mentioned before, I feel that katanas are kind of one of the best swords to use if you're just a beginner, like I am. Let's demonstrate some cuts. Been working on some of my cutting technique. I think I'm getting a little better finally. We're just going to start with an easy drop and cut. Nice and clean. Let's see if we can follow up from the shoulder. Still pretty good. I lifted this side. What I like about my cutting setup here, let me know what you think of that. Using the block base with the wood as a stand also. I like using that because the wood, if you notice, are 3 sections. They're not fastened together or glued or anything like that, so if you hit too hard, they're going to knock over. I think it's a good test of how well you can cut and deliver clean cuts more specifically. Let's try from the left this time. Alright. Wobbled it that time, but still didn't knock it over. Alright, let's see if I can come in just a little bit closer and just shave it off. I did there too. Alright. And that's all that's left. And that was just one bottle. Let's try another one. These bottles here are what I consider to be level 1. Just a thin plastic, primarily water jugs or milk jugs. I'm going to be using what I consider to be level 2 plastic in a second. Juice jugs primarily, but you'll see. I'm going to try to throw another one at it, just to see if it, maybe it was just dumb beginner's luck. Alright, looks like maybe it was. I cut it, but knocked the wood off this time, definitely. Alright, we're going to pull off some more cuts with this level 1 plastic, see if I can cut the bottle without knocking off the bottle. Try from the shoulder. I don't know. Alright, well this katana is definitely already cutting like a dream so far, I must say. Any inaccuracies or poor technique, I would say, is definitely me, not the sword. But now we're moving on to level 2. Let's see how well this katana still does. Definitely cut through. Not the cleanest, but it made it all the way through, so that's impressive if you ask me. That plastic is pretty tough. Alright, we're going to try this one again. See what a little more momentum from the shoulder will do. Try to keep a nice loose grip, so I'll be nice and clean. Well, not bad. Not bad. Alright, just for entertainment value, we're going to try a cut from the left side of the body. I'm a righty, so I should be worse at this side. Alright, didn't drop the wood. I cut clean across there. Not bad. Gonna have to say, this is a pretty impressive blade. It I did pretty well on these cuts. Uh, no damage to the edge that I can see. Just some scuffs. You can see there, that's just kind of some, looks like paper from some of the label or glue. But the edge looks just fine, maybe a few scratches. Didn't try a thrust yet, I'll try that in a second. This thing is still pretty tight in there. No damage. Very very impressive, I'm gonna say. I still like how this feels. Nice clean cutter. Let's see what it can do on a thrust. Alright, now I know katanas weren't primarily considered to be thrusting swords, but with a tip like that, you can see that, you should still theoretically get a good thrust. I'm just gonna go with the lead-in thrust from, a basic, simple stance. Alright, let's see if I can pick it up in time and get a cut. Coming again. Let's try sideways. Awesome. Alright, and what else is there for me to say about this blade but sheer excellence. A very, very fine piece if you're thinking about getting it. I would recommend it. Having this naked handle actually I thought would be, a hindrance, but the grip is very comfortable. And I guess with the less weight than what would be on a standard katana, this thing just cuts like a dream. So I would really recommend it to anyone. Just again goes to show you, I'm not, saying katanas are the best swords ever made. I definitely like the European longsword still, but goes to show you that, $60, $50, $40 katana, and you can get a decent cutter, at least for what we're doing back here, So maybe it's just the style of weapon that is a little more conducive for beginners. Maybe it's just the design. I'm not really sure. I'm still learning. Still a beginner. I'm not the greatest at cutting by any means, but I definitely am a big fan of this piece. I'm going to recommend it to anyone. Thanks for watching. Give us a good comment. Let me know what you think of this katana. Thanks for joining us.